Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome to Soul Alchemy by Shraddha. If you've been following along, we have started this inner work series and we have done with grounding, getting your body, mind, and energy anchored into safety. Then we zoomed out and talked about what exactly inner work really is and the truth behind healing and growth. Now, today, we are getting into the very first thing you need to do once you're grounded. And that, I promise, it's not glamorous, but it's absolutely life changing. We are talking about self awareness. It's the art of observing yourself. I know it doesn't sound sexy. No incense, no crystal grids, no big emotional breakthroughs yet. But I'm telling you, this is the foundation of the transformation. If grounding is the soil, self awareness is learning the shape and the land before you plant anything. Because you cannot heal what you can't see. You cannot change what you don't notice. Self awareness is the light you shine into the dark corners of your mind and your pattern. And when you start really observing yourself without judgment, that's when the healing journey actually begins. Why self awareness comes first? Here's why. I put self awareness before any big, deep healing work like inner child or shadow work. Most people rush into fixing themselves before they are actually taken the time to understand themselves. It's like walking into a messy room but shoving things into a drawer without even looking at what's there. Sure, the room looks clean, but you've actually just shoved the mess in the drawers. Self awareness is actually slowing down enough to actually see the mess. It's like taking inventory. The trick part is self awareness is not self criticism. You're not doing this to beat yourself up or to decide what's wrong with you. You're doing this to become curious. When you ground, you create safety. And in that safety, you can finally start observing your thoughts, emotions, and actions without being swept away by them. Without self awareness, you'll be running the same subconscious programs over and over again, reacting instead of choosing, repeating instead of rewiring. What self awareness really looks like. Self awareness is not just about knowing yourself in the personality way, the way that I'm introvert, I like coffee, I love astrology. True self awareness is watching yourself in real time, just noticing the tone you use with yourself when you make mistakes, how your chest tightens when somebody interrupts you, the way your voice changes when you feel insecure, the thoughts that pop up when you're all alone and quiet. And here's what most people get it wrong. Self awareness is not just about what you think, it's about what you feel in your body. Your nervous system is always giving you information. Your body reacts even before your mind catches up. The most powerful tool that you have in this step is your observer mind. The observer mind is the part of you that can watch without judging, without changing, without needing to react. It's like stepping out of the storm and watching the weather from the safe space. For example, let's say someone criticizes you. The autopilot you might immediately feel hurt, defensive, or snap back. The observer you notices, oh, my stomach just dropped, my heart rate just went up, I feel tightness in my throat, and I want to defend myself. You're not stopping the reaction yet, you're just catching it. And this is where the real power starts to grow. Because once you can see it, you have the choice to respond differently. One of my favorite ways to build self awareness is awareness journal. Here's how it works. For next 7 days, just carry a notebook or keep a notes app in your phone. Every time you notice a strong emotion, a trigger, or a receptive thought, and a pattern in your behavior, write it down. Just write it down. Write down the situation, what you felt in your body, and what thoughts came up, and how you responded. No judgment, no fixing, just recording. At the end of each day, read your notes back to you. You'll start to see patterns really quickly. You'll notice the same type of situations that trigger you, the same words you use in your mind, the same physical sensations. And this is where your subconscious becomes conscious. This is the raw material that we will work with in the next step, which is inner work. When people start this process, there are few things that usually happens. They get frustrated because now they can see their patterns and it feels too much. That's okay. Remember that you're not fixing yet. They start judging themselves. Why do I do this? I should be better by now. No, we are not doing that. Observation is not punishment. They just want to rush ahead. But if you skip this step, the deeper healing will be built on shaky ground. Think of it like tuning a radio. At first, you just hear static, and then when you start catching the signal, eventually you'll start to hear a clear channel. That's clarity we're building here. Here are few ways to sneak self-awareness into your day without even feeling like it's homework. Mindful pauses. Before responding to anything, take a breath. Notice your body. Emotions naming. When you feel something, name it. I feel anxious. I feel excited. Naming it will create a space. Triggering tracks. Keep a mental note of situations that consistently make you feel off. Mirror moments. Look into your own eyes in the mirror and just notice what comes up. Thoughts, emotions, resistance. These tiny practices done consistently make self awareness a habit instead of work. The moment you start observing without judging, your pattern already starts to shift. Why? Because most of our behaviors run on autopilot. Observation interrupts that. This is also where you realize your triggers are messengers, not enemy. They point directly at the part of you that needs healing, whether that's inner child wound, a shadow aspect, or stored trauma in your body. Self awareness is like turning on the lights in the room that you've been walking through in the dark for years. You suddenly start seeing the furniture, the obstacles, and the beauty, and now you can navigate without bumping into everything. Once you spend some time in self awareness, watching yourself with compassion, tracking your patterns, you'll have the map. And with that map, we are ready to go on the first deep healing practice. Because so many of the patterns you'll notice, the fear, the reactions, the triggers, they start in childhood. They were your way of staying safe back then. But now, the very things keep you stuck. So, in our next video, I'll walk you through meeting your inner child, understanding what they need, and starting the process of reparenting yourself so that you can finally feel safe, loved, and free. Remember, self awareness is not a box that you just check once, it's a lifelong practice. The more you can observe yourself without judgment, the more freedom you have to choose how you want to live. If this video resonated with you, make sure to watch the rest of the Inner Work series in this playlist. Start from grounding and move through inner work, and then come back here whenever you need to reconnect with yourself. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you like my content. I'll see you soon in the next video.